I got that flame. Who that, bitch, I got that flame. Who that, bitch, I got that flame. So don't worry about my motherfucking name.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing? Mr. Mike, what up, what up?
How are you finding London so far?
I'm liking it. It's beautiful. It's nice weather so far. From what they tell me, it's not always like this, but yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful city.
How would you introduce yourself to latecomers who don't know about you?
Rapper, producer from America, North Carolina, Vietnam. I don't know. I feel like I represent the everyday people, you know. Super lyrical, creative, you know. I just say, you know, rapper, producer with something to say.
Who are your influences coming up as a rapper?
Definitely Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z, Eminem, Cannabis, all these real lyrical rappers that I really love. Yeah.
Is there anyone you're listening to in particular at the moment?
The Fugees. I just downloaded all these albums that I didn't have in a while. Usher Confession, Boys II Men, 112, all these old albums. I'm all over the place right now. I'm trying to get my music back up.
Who that, bitch, I got that flame. Who that, bitch, I got that flame. Who that, bitch, I got that flame. So don't worry about my motherfucking name.
Nah, Who That was a pretty brave single. For a first choice, it's pretty uncompromising, right? You didn't go for a commercial thing. Was that a conscious decision?
Absolutely. It was the first song I had did for the album that felt like it could be a single, and it just felt right. And you know, and it just, you know, I don't do the diamond on my chain, you know, diamonds on my neck type songs. So it's like, you know, we went with that one. And I think it's kind of dope, like you said, like it doesn't sound like anything that's really on the radio, and I'm not talking about the thing, it's just really just a rap song, you know what I'm saying, like a traditional rap song. So yeah, I think it's dope how we did that. And the video too, the video is not the conventional video, and I think it's cool to come out and make that kind of statement, you know, on your first one.
Talk us through the video. The visuals seem like a statement in themselves. So.
Absolutely. You know, it's a one shot, which means you're gonna get, you know, all of me. Like for a whole video, you're gonna really see my action. So if I mess up, you're gonna see it. Or you know, if I slip, and you know, we only did like maybe three, four takes. So, you know, it's just more personal. I think of one take. You get to see me all the way, 100%.
Now, as you mentioned, you also produce. How much does that impact on your creative process? Does it mean that it's much easier for you to write because of the fact you produce? You can get in the studio, work around what you create.
Absolutely. It just means I don't have to depend on anybody. Meaning like the label doesn't have to ship me over to Swiss Beats or ship me over to Kanye West or ship me to Timberland. You know, like looking for the album. Like I can really make the album. And shout out to all those producers because those are legends. But it's like, you know, I would like to establish myself, you know, and nobody knows your sound better than you, so that's the advantage.
So I presume you're still going to be kicking the kind of conscious raps and stuff we heard on the warm-up?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, I don't want nobody else to be like, oh, he's on the conscious raps. You know, my style's never been like preachy. Exactly.
Who that nigga you been waiting for? I mean, the shit was all bad just a week ago.
The cosign from Jay-Z, is that something that picks you up, or is it ever like a weight around your shoulders?
It's never a weight. It's always like, you know, every few months I sit back and be like, man, I'm sounding Jay-Z, you know, it's just a good feeling, that's it. There's no pressure. The only pressure I got is like just pressure on myself, like, you know, I've been wanting this for a long time and I've been expecting myself to do something great, so it's really just the pressure I got on myself. The Jay-Z is just an added bonus, you know.
Apart from the fact that you're both light-skinned and you're both affiliated with Jay-Z, why do you think in the beginning people tried to compare you to Drake?
I feel like it was just like we was the first breath of fresh air that I think people had gotten a while. Like if you look at music and what was happening around that time, you know, around that time, like it was so long ago, but I feel like people were asking for something new. So when they finally got it, it was like, oh man, J. Cole sound like Drake, or, you know. But I feel like once people got to really know who I was and who he was, like they could see we in two, you know, totally different lanes.
Now that his album's out, do you kind of feel the pressure, like for your albums, what people are going to see?
Because they stopped, like Drake's dropped his album now, so now it's you, like right. Everyone's looking at you.
Somebody said that, and I didn't feel it until somebody said it, and it was like, oh man, I see that. But to me, that's exciting. Like if everybody's looking at me, then that's great. Like, you know, I'm excited about that.
What do you think of Thank You Please, by the way?
Thank me later.
Thank me later. Thank you, please.
Thank you.
Lights, please.
Thank you, yeah.
Thank me later. You know what? I still haven't got a chance to dive into the album, but from what I heard, it's a good album, man. He got some songs I really love, like the Show Me a Good Time. I really like. You know, I still think Over is incredible. Over is one of them singles that's even incredible on the album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of singles you get tired of. When I was skimming through his album, it's like, man, like, you know, you really want to hear the song. You know, Drake is an incredible artist.
You're a good-looking guy, and obviously with that comes attention from the ladies. So I've got to ask a question for the ladies as well. Are you seeing anyone at the moment?
Yeah, I got a very long time. That's the funniest question. Are you seeing anybody? No, I got a long time girlfriend. You know.
Sorry, ladies.
Nah, you know, it's all good, y'all.
You gotta be careful that you're answering these questions in these interviews.
Yeah, you already know. I gotta go home, man.
Finally, I just want to ask you about yourself as a producer again. I remember reading somewhere that you said that after you wrapped your album, you want to kind of get in studio with actual other artists that you've wanted to produce for.
Absolutely.
Are you any closer to having that dream realised?
Absolutely. You know, I'm almost done with the album, like very close to being done with the album. So if time permits, then, you know, I want to go in with Wale, you know, Omen from Chicago. You know, I like to go in with Nas if possible, like, you know. But I'm gonna start small. I'm still a new producer, so I still gotta earn my stripes over there in that world.
And finally, you're performing at Wireless Festival at Hyde Park today. What can the people expect from you, and what's the J. Cole live show like?
J. Cole live show, it's just a lot of rapping, a lot of energy, a lot of rapping. Like, you know, it's the same thing you'll get on a mixtape, but just see me in person. I feel like people come to my shows to see if I can really rap as good as I rap on the mixtape. So, you know, that's what you go get.
You got a lot of fans in the UK, man. There's a lot of people looking forward to
Man, they
that
keep
show.
telling me. We'll see, man. I think it's going to be like 7 people out there, maybe.
Now we're going to be there.
All right, there we go. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Hey, appreciate y'all.
Who that? Bitch, I got that flame. Who that? Bitch, I got that flame.